I'd like to thank our sponsors, CMV Foundation, Abbott, AbbVie, Medtronic, Starter, Symbix Biome and Natio, and I want to thank our supporters and our exhibitors. I warmly welcome our international speakers to our sunny shores. You don't get to often say that in Canberra, but I think we can today, and our local speakers to our nation's capital. I want to remind participants that there is a Connections art workshop in the alcove outside in the reception area. You can do some glass work there that then will be joined together in a joint piece symbolising connections, which is the theme of this conference. I want you to look at the back of your lanyard because there it has your housekeeping, so I don't have to go through where the toilets are. It also has your dinner ticket if you've purchased one. If you haven't purchased one, please go to the reception. You can purchase one because we have a few spares. Please take the time to go into the exhibition hall and speak to our exhibitors. They are our supporters and they'd love to speak to you. And if you have any questions, our friendly staff and volunteers in yellow T-shirts are there for you. Even if you just feel a little bit alone and a little bit anxious and need a buddy, they're your friends. You can also see Mike, who is a videographer in the reception area, if you'd like to participate in our World Parkinson's Day campaign. And you can be filmed for that. So if you'd like to, go into the reception and find him. Filming will only take about 10 to 15 seconds, I promise you. So if you'd like your beautiful face on our World Parkinson's campaign, then go and visit him. A huge thank you to our organising committee from all across Australia. Most of them have a yellow T-shirt on, some of them don't. Jeff Smart. And I'd like to thank them for all of their time and commitment. A lot of detail and thought has gone into making this conference more comfortable and accessible. And I just want to point out a few of those things. Cabaret seating, for example. So you've got somewhere to rest your drink, write things down, have a little snooze if you need to, so that it's more comfortable. Wide spaces between the tables so that you aren't squashed, or if you've got a walker, it actually fits comfortably. Lunch we are serving in bags so that you're not having to balance your conference bag and your notebook with a plate and cutlery. You can just carry your lunch bag to wherever you want to sit down and eat your lunch, and then unpack and eat your lunch. We have a space exclusively for carers upstairs, and there will be people up there running sessions, and there will be people there to just have talks and counselling about carers' issues as well. We have a quiet room next door to that. If you feel overwhelmed, if you're not feeling well, if you're feeling a little bit tired, you go to the quiet room to have some rest and relaxation. In your conference program, there are note pages in the back of the program so that you don't have to carry around a pad with you. And so that after, if you want to see your notes on a particular plenary or a particular thing that you've seen, or you want to jot down a question that you'd like to ask later in the plenary, it's all in the one spot for you. And then most of all, your little satchel bag, your little calico bag, so that everything is conveniently located. You can pop your bottle of water in there and your pen, and you know where everything is. This is the time and the consideration that our beautiful organising committee has thought of so that we can make the day more comfortable for you. But most of all, a subsidised registration cost. The actual cost per delegate of this conference is $900 per person in this room. But Parkinson's Australia has only charged people living with Parkinson's and carers $200 because we know that the cost of travel and accommodation is a lot, and the cost of living in this day and age is overwhelming. I want to take a few minutes to talk about the new Parkinson's Australia and the reason that this conference hasn't happened in 10 years. 1 year and 4 months ago, Parkinson's Australia went from being what I used to call a one-legged duck to the new Parkinson's Australia. A new, vibrant organisation with clear strategic objectives. We went And we looked at those objectives and we decided that our tagline would be our promises to the community. National advocacy, connection, awareness. What we've done in the past year to progress these promises, the 2024 impact summary is actually inside your program and you can see them. A viral campaign last year on World Parkinson's Day with Alan Border that resulted in $2.6 million investment into GP and allied health professional training by Parkinson's Australia and the creation and funding of a national plan to end Parkinson's, which is a project that will include all Parkinson's representatives organisations, including Parkinson's Australia. People often ask me about Alan Border. He doesn't want to be the face of Parkinson's like Michael J. Fox. So when I approached him about lobbying, I had to make some promises to him. I had to promise him that he would never be in a makeover shoot with Women's Weekly and that all I would have him do was to lobby and make impact on a systemic level, trying to make change for the whole community, not just, media for himself. And he agreed. He lobbied alongside of me. And I thank AB for his work. At the moment, him and his wife Jane are grey nomading around the country in their caravan and really enjoying their time together. They actually took a practice trip to make sure they didn't kill each other first and then decided to go on the trip in earnest. So I wish him and Jane luck. I think that is a great symbol of someone that is living well with Parkinson's. We were successful in helping the subcutaneous pump Vialev get on the PBS. And I just want to clarify for everyone in this room that whilst Vialev is on the PBS, that the government and the pharmaceutical company are still in negotiations about that, and they will let us know and we will be able to tell you when it's available. We were also successful in the application to get MRI-guided focused ultrasound onto the MBS for essential tremor, and we will continue to work to do that for tremor-dominant Parkinson's. We're the first patient organisation to have a contract with the National Digital Health Agency to help analyse the gaps and the analysis necessary to improve digital health in Australia. Mandatory uploading to My Health Record for pathology and for imaging is just the beginning. And we hope to continue our work with the agency on what improvements would actually help the lives of people living with Parkinson's, especially in an ED setting. I've been appointed chair of the NDIA's Neurological, Palliative and Rare Diseases Advisory Group to influence policy and practice when it comes to NDIS reforms and making sure that the workforce are educated in neurological conditions, making sure that financial delegates know what should be recommended in an early intervention plan and what should be signed off on, and understanding the impact that that has on everyday lives. We also contribute to the changes in aged care. We criticise when we have to, especially in regard to the disparity between My Aged Care and NDIS. We've also influenced the Aged Care Act and the rules that are coming out for the Support at Home program. Currently, the systems for over 65s is just looking at frailty and ageing. It's not looking at frailty, ageing and disability. So in our election platform, we argue that the cookie-cutter assessment that they've currently got to assess someone's package for support at home is not sufficient, and that there should be other levels, level 5 and level 6, for people wanting to live at home safely with frailty, ageing and disability. And we've built a whole app, our YOPEX app, with our YOPEX Working Party. This is funded by the Department of Social Services and actually informs NDIS staff of what it's like to live with young onset Parkinson's. And I'll give you more detail on YOPEX later in the program. We've had 31 lobbying meetings with politicians, 80 TV stories, 15 newspaper features, 150 online articles, and 30 radio stories. And that's just us. Other Parkinson's organisations have also had media. So we've been consistently in the public eye nearly every single week in a year. And that hasn't happened for a really long time. In doing so, in doing this work, we let people with Parkinson's tell their stories. Every time I see a politician, I'm only there to introduce them to the person living with Parkinson's or the carer. They're not interested in me, they're interested in your stories. We had Health Professionals Day yesterday, which was fantastic, as the Therapeutic Goods Act requires us to do to keep health professionals separate. But I reminded everyone that whilst there were really interesting presentations, that their education continues today and tomorrow with the best, most knowledgeable and powerful teachers in the room, you. So I want everyone to actively participate in our theme of connection. Speak to people that you don't know, especially those people who have come alone. It's a really big deal to come to a patient conference by yourself. Invite people to sit with you. Invite people to have morning tea and afternoon tea with you. If you're at the dinner tonight and you see someone kind of wandering looking for a table, give them the seat beside yours. Connect with the speakers. Go and ask them questions. Roger Barker's an open book, people. Connect with your artistic side in the hive, even if you don't have an artistic side. And connect with me and the team. If not now, ring me later, email me later. I'm all ears. Thank you and enjoy your opportunity to connect.